Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time. Pictures so perfect we play.
We are expecting to see what the imposture will do. The imposture in Aso Rock, what they will do. Let's see if they are going to bring the chief of army staff from maybe from the southwest, maybe from the east, maybe from the south. Maybe we were expecting, maybe we were thinking maybe he's going to be an Igbo man or Yoruba man. The guy turned up, like he really showed us his nepotism, his ethnicity, he's ready. Buhari don't care. The imposture don't care. They are ready for you. This was what I was saying. That was what I was pleading. I was pleading to the South government, the South governors. I was pleading to the Southwest. I was pleading to the East governors. I said, this is the time you guys have to come together. Buhari is ready for you. The terrorist group, they are ready. They are lined up and they are ready to finish you, and they will finish you. If nothing is done by our governments, if nothing is done by our leaders, let me just call them, let me applaud them a little bit by calling them leaders. I'm not supposed to call them leaders because they are not leaders. They are not acting like a leaders. Let me call them that way. If they don't do anything, so President Muhammadu Buhari, or let me say Femi Adesina and Garba Shehu, because that is not Buhari. The presidency we have now is Garba Shehu and Femi Adesina. So they have finally done it. They have done their work by bringing somebody from the north to be a chief of army staff again. A northerner was removed away from the chief of army staff, which is Buratai. They said he's due already. Even when he's due, Buhari didn't sack him. They didn't throw him away. They remove him. They bring another northerner. Now, that one, Bafuka, he left us. Thank God. We were expecting maybe they will still go and bring another person. Maybe they can bring a Yoruba man. Doesn't mean that we don't have anybody that is qualified to be a chief of army staff. Or you want to tell me no Yoruba, no Igbo, no Edo, no Ijaw person, nobody is qualified to take any position in Nigeria except answer people and Fulani. I'm not getting it, man. See, this time, Nigerians, bro, we see everybody. We have to wake up. We don't have to sleep any longer. This is the time to tell President Muhammadu Buhari and the Femi Adesina and Garba Shehu that this nonsense must stop. If the country want to split, let the country split. Let everybody go, Let the Biafra go. Let the Niger Delta go. Let the what's it called? Yoruba, let it go. Let the country split. This is nonsense. If the Satan governors accept this, it means you guys, you don't know yourself. If you cripple yourself for the Fulani, you bring yourself to law to allow the presidency to be using you, to allow just two people, Femi Adesina and Garba Shehu, to be using you, to use more than 200 million people. This is stupidity in the highest order. We cannot accept this nonsense. Okay, wait. I don't understand. Wait. You see me? It means that only the north and the people are going to school. Like only northerners go to school. Like the southwest, the south, the east. No, nobody go to school except the northerners. I'm not getting it. See, this agenda must end. This APC agenda, this Buhari, this imposture, parading himself to be called Buhari. This Femi Adesina and the Garba Shehu, this must end. If the country want to split, let the country split. Everybody, see, I'm totally fed up. No. This is stupidity. I'm talking I'm in pain, and I'm calling to the Southern governors, the East governors, This is the time to team up. Come and settle with us. If you settle with us, we will fight this battle together. By ending the presidency, we will end the presidency in Nigeria. This is the most stupid and useless presidency. This is not the presidency. We are tired of this nepotism. You cannot bring your ethnicity into power to rule us. No. We don't. This is tribalism. This is stupidity in the eyes, so that we cannot accept it. This must stop. Or let's divide the country. Let everybody get out. Everybody go your own. This is no. You can't do this. No, you can't do this. I was thinking maybe Buhari, maybe Femi Adesina, maybe they are going to be sensible this time, because they must have observed that many Nigerians are like this. They are watching, like they want to know what you will do. They are becoming for like this government is ethnicity, nepotism. That is what they are doing. Nigerians are becoming like you are be observing. I was thinking maybe they are going to use their sense, like let's just change it, like so that they will not think maybe we are playing partial in this government. Like this is see finish. Like okay, we don't go school. That is nobody go school for East. No. Even the Farouk, the Farouk, what is it called? That is whether it's Yaya Farouk. I went to go and read his documentary in Channel TV. I found out that he never fought any war. The Farouk, the new chief of army staff, never fought any war. What about those soldiers from the east that Buratai was sending to Zambeza forest to go and lose their life? What about those who fought Boko Haram with their life and fought bandits? Why are they not giving them promotion? Why are they caging them in the Nigerian army? Why are they arresting people from the southwest, caging them inside the Nigerian army? They will tell us because they make live video. They will tell us because they speak the truth. They will tell us that it's against the Nigerian army rule or their constitution. This is stupidity. This stupidity must stop. Let the country split. Let Nigeria divide. I'm saying it with badness, with my last strength. Let Nigeria divide. We can't accept this. This is you can't just come out to be fooling how many million people. You have been borrowing money. Nigeria is only 33 trillion. Who is going to pay? You want to bring out somebody. You didn't even go to okay. Don't want to tell me that in the Nigerian army now, no, you don't have anybody from the east that is like that merits that position. Like, no, it doesn't have that guy doesn't have customers like people who were there before him. I think Sierra reporter was saying on Twitter that it's like they retired about 10 Nigerian army. I think their position, their rank is very high. They retired about 10 before this guy they brought out this Yaya Farouk from Zamfara State. Okay, doesn't mean that all the position in Nigeria must be Fulani. I'm not. Wait, Nigerians, wait, are we stupid? Like, it's like, no, maybe we are mad. It's like we are stupid. We are the most stupid people on earth. Today I've come to realize we are very stupid. No, we are very stupid. Like, you can't just sit down there. You just come like, you'll be picking people from Fulani from different places. Fulani EFCC, Fulani NCDC, Fulani NNPC, Fulani Nigeria Police Force, Fulani Nigeria Army, Fulani Custom, Fulani NDLA, Fulani. No. Wait now, Nigeria slow. Let's reason together. Like, where does that happen? Yeah. Now. Okay. Wait, Garba Shehu, you want to tell us that there's nobody from the southwest who can merit that position? Or nobody from Yoruba land, no Edo, nobody. No, okay, the guy doesn't have customers like people who were there before him, or at least people who went to go and fight bandits now. People who must have gone out to fight for war. Go and pick them and give them general. You cannot be having general in Nigerians when we have insurgency and they will sit in the office. You are not using them to do anything. You go and bring one person from one corner because he's a Fulani man. Are we so stupid and dumb? I'm not getting this. Like, this thing have triggered my head. Like, when I saw the news today, because I've been waiting to see this news to say, okay, maybe Garba Shehu might be say, okay, let's see, because Nigerians are observing us. Let's see, let's change something, like, so that they don't feel maybe we are too corrupt. I was thinking about, to my greatest surprise, to see a guy from Zamfara State to become the chief of army staff. No, Buhari, wait, Femi Adesina, wait, are you guys stupid? You think Nigerians are fools? Like, we cannot speak. We cannot talk. We cannot talk because you people have been doing whatever you like to do, like whatever you feel like to do. Like, sometimes we just want to keep our brain, like we are watching. You think, bro, see, this time, the country will divide. The country will divide. The country will divide. The country will divide. You want to bring someone for Fulani to become what? To become what? I went to Channel TV today. I was reading the news. I went to go and see Nigeria's comment. Many Nigerians were commenting. I think it go to your phone to Channel TV. Go and watch on Facebook. Go and see. I think they have about 4,000 comments. Go and look at the way Nigeria were commenting. What is all this nepotism all about? What is all this tribalism? Are you stupid? You just sit down there and be fully. See, we are calling on you. The southern governors, the southwest governors, the east governors, come and settle with us. We help you to battle this, to stop this Fulani caliphate, to stop the presidency from making Nigeria to become fools. We support you. We are ready to fight this cause for you. Forget about it. See, Oshomole told us that. He said, if you come to APC, your sin will be forgiven. That is a big fat lie. If you come to the citizen with your real heart, with transparency, with love, with fairness, we will accept you, we will forgive you your sin, we will fight the battle. Yes, I'm saying it. This is open. Come to us. We are telling the SATA governors, come to us. Come and switch with us. Come. The East governor, either you are, what's it called, the Supreme Court governor, either you are David Umahi. Come. Whether you are Governor Obaseki, Okowa, Wike, all of you, come together. Come and settle with us. Come and settle with us. We will forgive you. APC will not forgive you. PDP will not forgive you. The only people who can forgive you your sins is the citizens and God. We have suffered a lot. You are frustrated. You cannot be joining the presidency to destroy your own people. They want to fight for you. They want to send soldiers to the east to kill. They want to send soldiers to the southwest to kill. Ask them, what is going on in the northern part of the country? Are they be able to survive or to subdue bandits and Boko Haram? Ask them that question. How can you be calling the chief of army staff? They should bring army for you to come and kill your people. Go and ask the northerners. Ask the emir. Ask all of them. Ask the Sokoto governor. Ask the Borno State. Ask the Zamfara. Ask the Kebbi. Ask Kaduna. Ask Katsina. Ask Kanu. Ask the governors. If they are, tell them to stop the insurgency in their land. If they can stop the insurgency in their land, then let there be soldier for you to come and kill people. We accept. Yes. We accept. They can't serve the insurgency in their land, but they can give you Boko Haram. They can give you a Nigerian army to come and kill. You will be bringing Nigerian army to the southwest. I want to ask you a question. Is the southeast a Boko Haram territory? I want to ask. Let Nigeria answer me. Wait. When they told us that the Nigerian army marked their flag, they marked their flag close to Abuja. Is the Abuja Imo State? No, let them answer that question. Is Abuja Lagos? It's not part of Lagos. or North is part of Imo State. I don't get it. You cannot fight the insurgency in your room, but you want to fight outside. They will be making their mark. The Fulani. Who is a Fulani? Who is a Fulani to tell Nigeria what to do? Who is a Fulani to tell the governors what to do, or to tell the senators what to do? For those of you who are the elites, who have one position or the other, you cannot speak out. You want to work and romance the Fulani. You want to work for them to destroy us. We will destroy you. We will destroy you. We will destroy you. We will destroy your generation. We are ready to destroy you. You want to train the Fulani to kill us? Are you stupid? Or because you have stolen money from your state treasury, you don't want the FCC to come for you? Settle with us. We will stand for you. If the FCC come, we will fight for you. We are ready. We will fight for you. We will fight for you. We will fight. We will fight for our governors. Settle with us. David Umahi, go and settle with your people. The Supreme Court governor, go and settle with your people. Let all the East governors go and settle with your people. Those who are crying for secession, meet them, call them together. Let's come on a round table. Let it start. Let's go and sit down. Call us. We gather together. We will rub mind. We will speak on one mouth, on one blood. We will gather and team up to tell the Fulani presidency, enough is enough. You are very stupid. The late chief of army staff died in the burial. The president couldn't go. Agaba Shehu, the dead man, could come out to speak his dirty mouth to tell Nigerians that because Onoshe, Buhari's aide, Loretta Onoshe, she said that because the ceremony didn't last for 48 hours, that they have to give the Buhari 48 hours to dress up to come. Are we running a banana republic? I don't understand. A chief of army staff, the president is saying that because the president aide is saying that because it didn't last for 48 hours, like they need to give the president 48 hours to get dressed. But this is a president that can take a flight to France to meet Macron. Are we running a banana republic? I'm not getting the picture clear. You cannot attend to give the last respect to the dead chief of army staff who died on service. That is stupidity. We are running a banana republic. We are fools. We are fools, big fools. You can't give him the last respect. When you go to foreign land, when you lost the chief of army staff, either he's on service or he has retired, the president will go there to give him the last respect. They can't, because there was no time for them to copy and paste to the imposter operating himself to be Buhari. There was no time for Garba Shehu and Femi Adesina to go and write, this is what you are going to say there. When you get there, they can hold the book like this, give him. When you read this, Nigeria will be satisfied. Huh? More than 200 million people. We are mad. We are mad. And you don't want the people to cry for sensation. You are very stupid. If anybody, any Fulani, I'm challenging you, come on Shade TV to rub their mouth to say those who are crying for secession are the problem of this country. May thunder fire your generation. May thunder fire your generation. You are the problem. You are crying for people crying for secession. The other day, the stupid people at the National Assembly, they went and sit down to be passing a plea on behalf of Nigerians to say that those who are paying for kidnapping, if they kidnap you, you can't pay money. If you pay, they will give you 15,000. You will go to jail for 15 years. You will go to jail for rescuing your person. Why did El-Rufai, the Kaduna State governor, why did El-Rufai remove his son away from what's it called, the primary school that he was going in Kaduna? El-Rufai, He quickly removed his son. He was trying to be a role model. He was doing like a role model. He went to go and put his son. When the heat come from the bandits, when the heat came from Boko Haram, he quickly take his son away from the school. You can't protect our school, and you are telling us you can't give us security. You are telling us that if we pay to release our victim, we will be jailed for 15 years. May jail destroy the National Assembly. You don't play with Nigerians. We are fast intelligent than you. You are very stupid. You think because everybody is just sitting on that National Assembly and start rubbing their mouths. What the so-called stupid, what's it called? This stupid Tinubu, old fool. His wife, his dead wife, they are waiting first lady. You think if you be a first lady, let thunder strike Nigeria dead. Let Nigeria be buried to pieces, and let there no grass will grow in Nigeria. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu become the president of Nigeria, and his wife become the first lady, let grass swallow Nigeria. Nothing will grow in Nigeria. God forbid, Nigeria will be a cursed country. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his so-called dead wife, his wife went to a conference yesterday. I don't even know what they were doing in that very conference. He was calling another woman. He said the woman is a dog. You look to other person's wife and call her a dog as a senator. Look at what came out from your mouth. Look at what came out from your mouth to call another person's wife a dog. And that is the awaiting first lady. Pwah! May God forbid Tinubu and his entire family. God forbid you people. You look your mouth. You were calling another person's wife a dog. You say, thank God for those Nigerians who were there. They didn't take it so easy. They pick up immediately. And the woman talked to Bola Ahmed Tinubu's wife. He said, you can't call me a dog. Madam, you are a senator, you are representing, and so what? Why would you call me a dog? Madam, I'm not a dog. He was telling the woman, and they told her to apologize. She said she don't owe anybody an apology, that she cannot apologize. I said, you cannot apologize. You look at somebody's wife, you as a senator that is representing a constituency, you are calling the woman a dog. She was so ashamed because the woman is more beautiful than her. The woman speak more than her. Yes. The woman was so beautiful. The woman was like, I said, look at this jealous woman. This was the same woman in 2019 was running smart by telling an Igbo guy that they don't give Igbo people money. You people are like this. We don't trust you people. You were not a senator by merit. Yes, I said it. Bola Ahmed Tinubu's wife was not a senator by merit. No, he was just there because of what's it called? Because of I know you. Because of the level of the so-called Tinubu. Which level? A level that you cannot beat up Lagos State to be like New York. A Lagos that you send people to go, you send the Nigerian army to go and keep people in toll gates for protesting to end SARS, to end brutality, and call for a reform of the Nigerian police force with a good government and good development. You shot at them because we are very stupid, because we can't speak. You are knocking gun at us. You think you are very wise, and I'm assure you, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I'm telling you before 2023, you will be arrested by the EFCC. They will send the EFCC boss for you. He's a Fulani guy. He's a what's it called, Bawa. They will send it for you. Where is Malami? The Malami that stole money. Magu, the former EFCC boss, told us that there is a lot of money in Malami possession. The Attorney General of the Federation. The money you stole, you never brought it out. You still went to go and collect the Ibori loot, 4.2 million pounds. It's still in your possession, and you said you have transferred it to the Delta State governor, and the Delta State governor have called out that they didn't receive any money from them. Then where has the money gone to? Can someone go and ask the presidency, where are all the recovering loots? We want to know. During the time of pandemic, many countries were feeding their people. They were giving them money. Either you are a migrant, either you are a citizen, either you are non-citizen. In as much you are living there and you have the document, you have everything, you are entitled to something during the pandemic. What did Nigeria government
Welcome back, my correct people. Thank you very much for watching. Yes, my wonderful people, let me know what you think about this video at the comment section. And if you find this video informative and you like what we are doing on this channel, please kindly smash on that subscribe button, put on the notification bell so you get to know anytime we drop a new video. Thank you very much to all my returning subscribers. I appreciate you all for always tuning in. See you again in my next video. Stay safe. I love you all. Bye bye.